Hi everyone, my name is Srija Dey. I'm a student at the School of Communication and Reputation, studying Public Relations and Corporate Communications. Let me take you on a journey of my PR experience till now. So my official exposure to PR began with SCORE, from a student who was in a completely unrelated field before to someone who got exposure to PR one by one, step by step, by various masterclasses, insights from industry experts, lessons and courses, and in-depth knowledge that was provided to us. I got to learn about the nuances and the branches that PR explores, the kind of impact it can create, the power of storytelling and communication. But I got to experience it firsthand during my recent internship at Edelman, Mumbai. So, to give a brief, Edelman Mumbai is a global PR agency, and I had the opportunity of working there for 2 months. So, I would like to shed some light on that. My internship at Edelman began around the mid of December, which was around the time of Christmas. That's when a lot of gifting season was in. So I got into the team. Initially, through the first few weeks, I was given mainly documentation work. I had to gain the trust of the team. I had to show what my potential was, my capabilities were. So I worked really hard for that, I would say. And there were a lot of documentation and tasks that were assigned to me, and various responsibilities I was entrusted with throughout this 2 month period, which mainly entailed making media lists, creating media lists, influencer outreach. There was a lot of documentation like monthly reports, monthly highlights, coverage trackers. I also assisted in making press releases, and I created my own product note as well, for which I brainstormed with my team. And by the very not the very end, but before my internship got over, like a month before, I was beginning to slowly gain the trust of my team, so I could be more involved with their brainstorming sessions. And I helped my team with a lot of ideas. I proactively asked for more tasks, which I think gave me the kind of exposure that I received, and talk so openly about it and confidently about it. Having the kind of exposure that I received, especially working at a global PR agency, really taught me about not just my professional career but also the work culture that one should surround themselves with, especially because I had a team that I could rely on at all times, I could fall back on. It was a completely safe environment where I was given the opportunity to ask questions, make mistakes, and learn from them. And my team was there to guide me through those steps and every step of the way, actually, till the very end of my internship. And I'm eternally grateful for that, because it is because of them that I got exposure to so many different things at once. And whenever there was a request that I placed about something I want to take part in, maybe an idea I want to share, there has been rarely an instance that I've been said no. They really took the effort and went the extra mile to make sure that I have my inputs to give as well. And that is where I would say great seniors come in, great teamwork comes in, because it was that collaboration with my team and the trust that we had developed between each other that led me to reach my full potential and even beyond. Before I even knew what public relations stands for or what communication as a whole stands for, I've seen a lot of campaigns, impactful storytelling, and communication plans that Edelman has executed. And being a part of an organization and getting to be part of a legacy like that was a dream come true for me, knowing that I have been a part of that chain that continues to create that impact till today. Coming to the highlights of my internship, the very first one would be getting my first coverage online. It literally gave me goosebumps, and I felt immensely proud about it. And it was my team that made me feel of how big of an achievement it was for an aspiring PR professional, especially like myself. And the feeling will stay with me probably for the rest of my life and be a core memory. Post that, I've garnered quite a few media coverages online as well as social. I've helped my team get a lot of barter collaborations with social media influencers as well as social media coverages. I've also assisted with a lot of media invites and invites for two events. I was initially a part of the media invites, inviting influencers, getting them on board, and I got to meet a lot of them and in real life. Because of that, I got to meet a lot of journalists in real life. I had a lot of insightful conversations with them about what the social media landscape looks like from their point of view, as well as with journalists, learning about the tips and tricks of pitching, how I can do better as an aspiring PR professional, and what kind of content they really look forward to and kind of relationships they look forward to. So that, I think, significantly helped me not just boost confidence but also determination to do better, and I've learned a lot post that. Especially being on ground at a PR event is a completely different experience than when you're behind the scenes. It really allows you to visualize what your efforts kind of look like and what they culminate into, and the kind of love that it gets from the audience. And I would like to say something about it. Great PR can actually turn a brand into a beautiful story that the audience wants to resonate with and be a part of. So I got to experience that in real life, and that kind of completely turned my perspective of how I viewed PR as a profession. Post my internship, there have been quite a few revelations about PR as a career and about myself. Coming to PR, the very first and the most important would be the importance of human touch. PR really depends on building genuine and authentic connections, and especially when your target audience are humans at last. It's very important to tap into their emotions, and that is something I believe AI cannot do as well as we can. So it's very important to utilize AI and what it has to offer to make your job a little easier or become more efficient. But at last it comes to you to make sure that your client or your brand is able to connect to the audience at an emotional level. The second point would be precision. You always have to be a step ahead of your client and what you can offer. So precision is, I believe, the most basic um, offering that you can give as a PR professional, and one of the most important things. The third would be observation and listening. It's very important to observe what the market looks like. If your brand is being talked about, it's important to listen to the conversations that are going around and then react if necessary accordingly. Coming to myself, there are a very few interesting revelations that I have learned, including about my ability to multitask. Because as I mentioned, I worked on quite a few clients. There have been a lot of tasks that have been given at the same time, a lot of tasks that had similar deadlines, and I have gone above and beyond to make those happen. I have managed my times accordingly. I have been time bound, and I am very proud to say there's not a single deadline that I've missed. And that was something that I learned through experience and through organization, and it will simply help me in the future as well. The next would be being proactive and responsive. I cannot stress it enough of how important it was and what all opportunities being proactive has given me. I've made it a point to ask my seniors whatever questions I've had, to ask my seniors for more tasks and responsibilities, where I can contribute, and what all ideas I can put on the table. And they've really appreciated that, and there are a lot of ideas that have been sustained by the team as well, and that has landed me a lot of opportunities. Like the event, as I mentioned, was something that I was not going to be a part of initially, but because of me being proactive, I've cracked that opportunity for myself, and a lot of brainstorming sessions that I have been a part of and successfully contributed to. To wrap up what my PR journey has been so far, it has been no doubt thrilling and exciting. There's a lot of learnings that I have taken with me, a lot of insights that I have made sure to literally drill into my brain, and a lot of skills that I have developed, a lot of skills that I have explored about myself, and I will make sure to take this great bank of knowledge and experience and apply them in the future to reach my fullest potential and contribute what I can to the industry as a whole.